day to you all, ladies and gentlemen of all ages. Welcome to Halftime 360 once again. My name is Emmanuel, and this is.
Melvin.
All right. And today we're going to dive into some exciting and great news about what took place during the FIFA Club World Cup final between Chelsea and the illustrious PSG. So let's get right into it. So, Melvin, it looks like well, Chelsea have done what most people would have believed or thought to be the impossible with how dominant PSG were throughout the campaign of this FIFA Club World Cup. Yeah, it's such an amazing,
Definitely.
yeah, and an astonishing victory for them. Yeah, no one expected such a scoreline. Three goals to nil. Yeah, and with
I
Cole
didn't
Palmer
see
being
it
the star man.
myself.
Yeah, he being such a special talent, he didn't need to steal the show in the Club World Cup final to prove it, but he was able to do it anyway, and more than just justified his image beaming down from billboards throughout New York City over the past week. Yeah. Well, Cole Palmer's unexpected two goals put Chelsea in cruise control before he provided the assist for Joao Pedro to make it 3-0 before halftime. And for the first time in a FIFA Club World Cup event, we witnessed a halftime show, which I have to say was indeed quite interesting. Yeah, and it looked like PSG all along were heavy favorites going into the game following their 4-0 semi-final victory over Real Madrid. They missed two clear chances before Cole Palmer opened the scoring on the 21st minute. After failing to hit back against Enzo Maresca's Chelsea, PSG's nightmare performance worsened when midfielder Joao Neves was shown a red card in the 86th minute. But then after like a VAR review, it showed that the Portugal international intentionally pulled the hair of Chelsea's defender Marco Corella. So, Melvin, what's your honest opinion about this?
To me, it was a game. It was a fantastic game. I did
Yeah,
not expect the outcome.
me.
In my previous prediction, I said that PSG were the favorites, even though I expected Chelsea to be a challenge. I didn't expect them to walk all over PSG. I mean, tactically, they were completely sound. They were up for it from the first whistle, from kickoff. They just showed that they came to play, like they came to win. There were no pushovers. I think they showed that they're tired of PSG just walking all over everybody, scoring 3 goals, keeping clean sheets here and there. They played some really, really, really good football. I have to say kudos to Enzo Maresca. His tactics were absolutely brilliant. They did very well in neutralizing PSG's threat and then counter attacking them as well. In fact, in that particular match, Chelsea were exceptional in the transition. I believe there were about 25 transitions that Chelsea was able to get in the first maybe 30 minutes or in the whole of the first half, and 18 of those, with 18 of those transitions, they were able to get the ball to their forward players in 3 to 5 passes or less, which was amazing. It showed that they knew how they were going to play from the beginning of the match. They remained very compact, though people must not um how do I put this? People must not make the scoreline over shadow how close the match was. Because if you watch the match, you would have known that it could very easily have been um, both teams scoring goals here and there. Because PSG were able to create some really, really solid chances. Due tried to pass, and Kukurea read it really well. He tried to give Fabian Ruiz a nice chance to score. Kukurea was fantastic in um, reading that play. I remember Due cutting in on his left and taking a shot across goal as well, which was saved by Sanchez. He had a great game as well. I mean, Chelsea looked up for it because I I want to say this. I remember seeing them pressing PSG man to man in
Mhm.
something like a, a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-4. It was brilliant to see. They matched them man for man, and they had Cole Palmer and Pedro Neto being the wide players, and they had something like a double job of trying to
Yeah.
mark both the inside player in PSG's build up and then the wide men, which is the wingers as well. It was brilliant. There were some times where it didn't work really well, and PSG were able to get out of the press and create really good chances. But overall, they played well. And then whenever Chelsea lost the ball, it looked like they fell back into a compact shape, and it resembled something like a 5-3-2. I don't know if many people noticed, but many a times Pedro Neto dropped all the way back to something like left back
Mm.
supporting Kukureya, because if you don't do that, then PSG has the ability to always try and create overlaps and underlaps with um, Nuno Mendes and Hakimi on the right hand side. So Pedro needs to drop in all the way to something like a makeshift left back, denied PSG that space. So if you remember, PSG didn't create that sort of chance too consistently, where they'll have Nuno Mendes or Hakimi um, causing trouble by overlapping, because Chelsea remain very, very compact and they hurt them in the transition. I mean, I always say this: Kopama is not somebody you can give space to, especially in the middle third of the pitch. It's too dangerous. I mean, he's too good for you to let him be alone in those particular areas around the right half space and then in the middle of the pitch. And Chelsea's transition meant that he got the ball 1v1 against Nuno Mendes so many times,
Right.
1v1 all alone inside the half space, inside the middle. Eh, it worked well. It looked like a plan that was executed to perfection, and I'm really proud. I'm really proud of their performance. I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us were maybe too much in awe of PSG's brilliant season that they just had,
Yeah.
that they overlooked the fact that Chelsea can actually be a very, very dangerous team
Mhm.
on their day. So it was a fantastic performance all in all. Very, very good match to see. Joao Pedro's goal was fantastic. The build up. In fact, before Chelsea scored, there was this really nice sequence of play that ended with Joao Pedro giving a back flick and then Kopama trying to kill it in, and then it went wide. I mean, I think that was a sign of things to come, and then it proved me right. Chelsea ended up winning 3-0. So it was a fantastic performance. Anybody who wants to downplay how important the Club World Cup is only doing so because they've not won it before. Currently, Chelsea is the only team that has that competition. Hence why everybody is trying to say, it's just the Club World Cup. It's not just the Club World Cup. It's a big deal. And currently, they are the only team to have won every single major trophy. I think that's
Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. An amazing astonishment for the London side. So it looks like Cole Palmer's second goal was very similar to the very first goal he scored by curling it into the low far corner. But there was much more to it than him simply just guiding the ball into the net. So Palmer had cut in from the right flank and then dummied his PSG marker before creating some space and then rolling it beyond Gianluigi Donnarumma's before racing off to do his trademark ice cold Palmer celebration. And yeah, so moving away from that, well, so it looks like it's only been 2 years since Cole Palmer, who was then 21, told Manchester City he wanted to leave after growing frustrated by his lack of first team appearance and no, him getting first team matchup or him getting involved in playing for the first team every now and then. Pep Guardiola didn't do much to fight to or even struggle to have him kept at the club. And then Chelsea saw a great deal of potential in him and landed a 40 million bargain. And it looks like they're now reaping the benefits of making such a signing. Palmer has since become one of the biggest stars of the game, and he's now a world champion. Well, unexpectedly after delivering on the biggest stage, which took place out here in New Jersey of the United States of America. Well, Palmer, in addition, was exceptional as unfancied Chelsea trashed Paris Saint-Germain to claim the 2025 Club World Cup. Oh, yeah. So, well, with PSG, they crumbled after dominating through this competition completely unexpectedly. Yeah, and clearly, most people saw them as favorites to win the Club World
Definitely.
Cup. Yeah, after passing every test on their way to Sunday's final at the MetLife Stadium. Luis Enrique's team triumphed 2-0 against Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals, and then 4-0, whooping 4-0 over Real Madrid in the semi-final games that easily could have been a guaranteed win for them to clinch this title at the final. Had the brackets been different or so. Well, Inter Miami suffered. Bayern Munich struggled. Real Madrid failed, and Chelsea appeared to look like they were going to be PSG's next victims to a defeat. But just 22 minutes into the final, the tables turned in favor of the Blues. PSG, a team that once boasted the importance of defending with every player on the field and the need for
Mhm.
adaptability, they unexpectedly just fell apart at the sight of every Chelsea attack. Cole Palmer stunned three PSG defenders inside the box to score his first, and then he shimmed beyond Lucas Berardo for a second. PSG's backline had not allowed a goal in the tournament since Botafogo scored on June the 19th in the second group stage match. But slow reactions and lazy play from them unexpectedly put them in an early hole. Okay, well, but speaking of PSG per se, what do you think went wrong? Like, no one expected such an upset. What do you think failed to work out for them?
First of all, I don't think PSG were complacent in that game. I
Yeah.
just think that Chelsea or Enzo Maresca did a very, very good job in neutralizing their threat, because PSG is very good. I think I remember saying in one of our episodes that they are fantastic in almost every area of the pitch, in transition, in build up play, defending as a compact block, um, creating chances, scoring goals. Like, they're really good. But what people have to take note of is the fact that they play a very, very intense, high pressing game. They try and force their opponents to make mistakes. And as we saw against Madrid in the semi final, they forced Madrid to make two mistakes before it was even 10 minutes, and they were already up by 2 goals to 0. And Enzo Maresca had a solution for this in that particular game. And the solution was Rob Sanchez, who maybe in the season people might say had a couple of questionable, performances and stuff. But there was no denying his usefulness in the final against PSG. His ability to pick those long passes from goal, to find a free man on the right hand side of the pitch, because PSG were pushing Nuno Mendes so high, and there was no one there to mark Malo Gusto or Cole Palmer effectively. So the first goal happened because Chelsea were in transition. They had won the ball back, and then they passed it back to the goalkeeper to try and build up. And then PSG activated their high press, and Rob Sanchez just sent what looked like a 40 or 50-yard pass all the way onto Gusto. And Nuno Mendes was tracking back, and so he was not able to intercept the ball. Gusto got it, tried a fake shot, and then tried to actually shoot, was blocked. and then he gave the ball to Palmer, who was on the edge of the box. He took one touch, drilled it low, and it was 1-0. It happened maybe 3 or 4 times. Bob Sanchez once again, another transition, and then he kicked it all the way long to Cole Palmer. He went in. Joao Pedro made a nice, beautiful underlap on the right of him. He faked the pass, cut inside, dummied again, and then put it down. And then that was 2-0. And then there was a third goal, similar sort of transition. Cole Palmer again, looking around him, driving the ball through the center, and then waited for the perfect time to push the ball to Joao Pedro, chip the past the goalkeeper, and it was 1-0. So all those goals looked very similar. They all came from virtually the same part of the pitch. Now, I don't think that was a coincidence. I don't think it's a fluke. It showed that it's something they had practiced, something they thought that could work well for them, and it proved to be right. It worked well for them. They found PSG's weakness being the fact that they were pushing their fullbacks a little too high, and they felt like they could use that against them, and they used that to devastating effect in that match. So, I mean, kudos to the whole team. The boys looked up for it. I mean, they were winning second balls. Caicedo was fantastic. Enzo Fernandez was unlocking them. He was finding forward passes, ways to keep the attack going on. Everybody had a really good game. Cucurella was absolutely superb. Rob Sanchez kept on having save after save. I mean, I was watching the match and I was like, what the hell? Am I seeing Rob Sanchez or Peter Cech? He's saving absolutely everything. It was
Yeah.
it was an amazing performance. If you watch the first maybe 10 to 15 minutes, you'll not be surprised with the full time result. I think Chelsea thoroughly deserved it.
Right. Yeah. So with this unexpected defeat for PSG, it looks like they're not so perfect after all. But what the defeat in New Jersey proved was that Luis Enrique's Champions League winners are not as big of a threat as everyone expected them to be in order to clinch this FIFA Club World Cup trophy, despite all their outstanding performances on their way to get into the final. It looks like the absences in defense of William Pacho and Lucas Hernandez showed that when PSG's best players aren't available, their backup options aren't quite the same level. Without Pacho and Hernandez available to play on the left of Marquinhos in central defense, PSG they had to rely on Lucas Beraldo, and the 21-year-old was the weak link apparently in their back four. Yeah. So, well, with all that said, yeah, well, big congratulations to Chelsea. Well, as the saying goes, London is usually blue when uh, they manage to win a trophy. And due to the color of this trophy that they've won, we'd rather say that London is going to be, well, in fact, it is golden at the moment for them. Yeah,
Mhm.
well, yeah, upon they making such an amazing achievement. Yeah. So with that all said, we'll then look at some transfer news. So yeah, it looks like Mohamed Kudus. It's a done deal now. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be going to Tottenham Hotspurs. Well, it looks like with Kudus, his game is characterized by dribbling. He likes to take players on, and is extremely difficult to dispossess. Apparently, he can also hold up the ball, and his movement off of it is considered witty and or smart. In terms of our position, we're expecting that he will play primarily on the wing, although he has played across the front line and midfield. So, what's your take on Kudus going to Tottenham Hotspur? Is he gonna
I,
help bring help Tottenham make a huge turnaround? Would they end in the season as Europa League champions?
I think so. I'm very curious to see what their new manager has planned.
Yeah,
I don't know his name always. I find his name. I know he just left Brentford.
uh,
Thomas Frank, I believe is his name. Yes.
Thomas.
Um, I think he has a decent history of developing players. I don't think it's a bad move at all. I believe if Kudus is fit and playing, he can start in many Premier League clubs. I mean, he'll probably start in Manchester United because they've been absolutely terrible. They'll need a player as hardworking and talented as him. He's a brilliant player. So I'm curious to see how Thomas Frank will use him, in which role he decides to,
Right.
utilize or highlight his strengths and best, to hide his weaknesses, which are, very few, by the way. He's a brilliant um, all-rounded, footballer. He can play on the wing. He can play as an attacking midfielder in the center. Sometimes he can even play as a striker. He can even play in central midfield for you. So I'm interested in seeing how he would use him. I know Thomas Frank prefers to play with a mid block, but I believe it's because of the kind of players he had at Brentford, and maybe at Tottenham he'll try and play something a little bit more
Yeah.
expansive. But I don't know. Maybe a mid block is his philosophy, and he doesn't, prefer to move too far away from his style of play. So I'm sure we'll see signs in preseason how he prefers to set up his team. Maybe it'll be a mid block. Maybe he'll move, you know, try and take a little bit more risk and press a little bit more high because Tottenham definitely have more quality players than um, Brentford, so they can decide to take more risks. So it will be interesting, but I don't know. I do not believe it's a bad career choice. I think it's a nice step, forward, a step in the right direction from
Right.
West Ham. Maybe Kudus wasn't so happy with the style of play of David Moyes. Even though I mean they were going downhill before Moyes got there. Maybe he prefers to be in a team that will be in the front on the front foot in most matches, and Tottenham definitely have the potential to do that. So I think it's a good chance for him to showcase his abilities. I believe they will be in the Champions League as well. It would
Yeah.
be nice to see him playing in Europe, showing his talents to the world, like he did when he was at Ajax some time ago. So I
Right.
do not see it as a bad move at all. I feel like if he is fit and playing even close to his best, he'll have an amazing season. He'll have a very good season.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But well, even though he's made this successful move to Tottenham, he well, it is said that he likes to take players on, and yeah, and indeed he is extremely difficult to get the ball off of or to dispossess. But nonetheless, well, we don't expect him to successfully finish every chance he gets on the ball. His looks like his percentage of shots from last year. Well, his shots on target apparently are relatively low. So while he can create plenty of chances for himself and his teammates, yeah, it's going to require some patience to see him deliver wonderful end products. Well, no, so given that Kudus has now made this successful transfer to well to Tottenham,
Tottenham.
it looks like Madueke has now joined in on well him transferring to a rival club. Yeah, it looks like from out of nowhere, Arsenal FC have signed Noni Madueke to be on their squad from Chelsea. Yeah. Well, do you think Chelsea are making a mistake by signing? I'm sorry, by letting Noni Madueke go because he looked like he was a valuable asset to the club, given how amazing his performances, especially from last year, were.
I believe Noni is the one making a mistake leaving Chelsea. If we are supposed to take the words of the manager at face value, I mean, he said that the club is interested in keeping anybody who wants to stay,
Right.
and they have not put anybody on the transfer list. And so, if you want to stay, you stay, but if you want to go, you go. And the news that came in was that Arsenal had um, given him their project and he had agreed to them. So, it's not as if Chelsea said you have to go. There was an option. A club approached him, and he agreed to go. And then the club brought the bid, and Chelsea was like, "Okay, if you agree to go and you want to go, then you can go." So I don't think the club pushed him out. I mean, if all the facts that we've read online from Enzo Maresca and
Yeah.
people like Fabrizio Romano are true, then he decided to go because he believed in the Arsenal project, and that's fine. If he wants to go, he can leave. I think he was a good player. I will always fondly remember his hat trick against Wolves. It was a really nice performance from him. Uh, I believe he was developing into a very interesting winger. I think he had potential. It's sad that we'll have to see his progress in Arsenal's red and white jerseys, but it's what it is. I mean, if from a Chelsea fan's perspective, looking on the bright side, I feel like it gives um, a clear pathway to first team football. Should I say consistent first team football to players like Estevao? Now he joins Chelsea and Noni Madueke has left. I mean, he doesn't have to compete with too many people for that particular position, depending on how Enzo Maresca wants to field the starting 11. If Cole Palmer moves into the central attacking midfielder role, Esteval could fill that spot on the right hand side um, of the pitch. So, Noni going is a bit sad because I liked him in blue, but it's what it
Yeah.
is. Players always come and go, and we wish him the best.
Yeah, indeed, it is what it is. The 23-year-old, it looks like, was given permission to leave Chelsea's Club World Cup camp last week in order to finalize his move, and unfortunately for him, missed the Blues' triumph over Paris Saint-Germain to win the new look competition. Yeah, from the looks of it, Arsenal had been looking forward to signing a left-sided forward this summer. Although Madueke featured 33 times on the right of Chelsea's attack during the 2024-2025 season, and on only 7 occasions on the left, contributing no goals or assists in that time. The Gunners, who also have looked at a number of other players in the forward positions, including Real Madrid's Rodrigo, have both Bakayo Saka and Ethan Nwaneri to fill the right winger spot. Arsenal also remain interested in Crystal Palace's forward Eberechi Eze, with the player understood to be open to the move. Real Madrid's forward Rodrigo is also another top target Arsenal have. And but looking at Madueke's history with Chelsea, it looks like initially Chelsea signed him from PSV for 29 million euros or pounds in January of 2023, and he had only like 5 years left on his contract. However, the Blues have strengthened significantly in attacking areas this summer, especially upon they signing Delap.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So yeah, indeed. With that said, we can only wish Madueke all the best in his with his pursuits of in his career, and Chelsea, yeah, indeed, have agreed terms with Arsenal and have agreed to let him go. Yeah, and it's obviously his making, his decision making, and all that. Yeah, not much the Blues can do about it. So yeah, well, with that all said, we've covered all we need to touch on for today. Yeah, once again, in summary, today's session was filled with an exciting showcase of news involving what took place during the amazing, prestigious, and illustrious final match that took place at the MetLife Stadium between Chelsea and PSG. We also touched on, briefly on some transfer news and issues in regards to the sign-ins that have taken place and are taking place at the moment in the summer. As usual, we always encourage and kindly encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, to make sure to please leave any comments in the comment section to let us know what your take is on each and every video session we tend to have, whether you're a regular fan or just a casual. I also encourage that if you want to see more content and experience the magic of being part of Halftime 360, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give us a reaction with a thumbs up or a thumbs down as much as possible. Thank you for your time and attention, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, Melvin, thank you so much again for being my co-host as usual. Yeah, it's always a pleasure having you on the show, working to
Thank you.
deliver
Thank you.
news. Yeah,
Appreciate you.
yeah, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you all next time to enjoy more exciting news about the beautiful game. Thanks again for your attention, and we're over and out.
Peace.
Peace. Thank you so much.
Mm.